Sue is going to show the progression of her 2022 infographic. So Sue, I'll let you get your screen ready to share and everything. And then if people have other questions or topics, let me know in the chat and we can certainly address that next.
These are 3 different infographics I had done in the past. And I asked Anne about best practices, and we went through, how do you think through it? Because I'm trying to constrain myself from writing the usual end of the year blog about, I did this, and this. So Anne talked about thinking about 6 tiles, because I want to do it. I wanted to do it in landscape because of the whole idea that people open things on their screens and on their phones. And Anne sort of challenged me to say, well, infographics usually are, portrait, long and long. But Anne said, what about if you think about 6 boxes and then you could move them around? And that also helped me constrain my thinking about what I wanted the boxes to convey. So this was the first draft after I talked to Anne, where I was doing icons and brand colors. That didn't even get shared in the data wizards group because it just was too boring to me and not the right colors. And this is a good review for you, Anne, of those of us who aren't very, at least me, aren't very creative about design and things. So I'll tell you each step what I was sort of thinking as I went through it. Then I softened all the brand colors and thought, oh, I'll still keep them the same color of the icon and put white overlay with it. And it was getting there, but it was like too many words. And so I started fooling around with the TV view, and could I put little icons in there of the places I'd presented? And then that became this, where I also had gone back to infographic best practices and looked through the recent ones and also others that I had considered a few years ago, and decided, okay, I'm going back to one panel of blue and try to keep it, blue is sort of the background blue, my brand color, and use the tiles. And then you'll see in the TV, then I thought, okay, I can put a little roadmap. And I actually made a bit.ly link where you can go read more about it. And soften the icons by putting white over them again, or a very light white, so that it's there in the background. And I challenged myself to take out even more words, and which is hard for me. Then I realized I was looking at this, and I tell everybody I work on, I have a global mentoring practice, and I talk about the CV and resume in two pages per screen view, as that's your own visualization. That is a visualization exercise of what you're conveying to people. Don't make it too crowded. I can hardly breathe. You're trying to tell me. And I looked at this the same way. I'm like, oh my God, there's not enough space. So what I ended on, and this is my 80% is good enough on New Year's Day, where I was, or New Year's Eve day, just by making the boxes smaller, it was like, oh, this isn't so bad now. So this is where I landed. I just wanted you to see, I did change things around where I put them. And for the portrait view, it was pretty easy just to move the boxes and do a little futzing. So I wanted to give those of you who gave me inspiration last time and listened to me agonize about it. My one comment before I turn this over to Anne is, I got a message on LinkedIn from Brenda Meller, who's been a great mentor the last couple of years. She does a lot on LinkedIn expertise and how you can get known and noticed. And she said, Sue, when are you going to write a blog post about each of these things? I can hardly read it on my phone. I want to know more about this and this. And I thought I should have written a post about, and I'm trying not to say too many words, but anyway, that may come. So I really appreciate it. I did get it done. And thanks to everybody.
I feel like I should have some pom poms. So we'll do like pretend pom poms for Sue. I think there are endless ways to recycle content. I mean, like I was saying weeks ago, like, oh, you could have the landscape and the portrait version just by shifting the boxes around, like which you thought about a lot, or each of these boxes could just be a social media post on its own. It could be a long form blog post. It could be a video. I mean, there's endless ways. So I love that you ended on the like 80% is good enough. Like at some point we have to kind of make a deadline for ourselves and move on. Yeah. And being that this is an annual report, maybe you're not ready to think about next year, but I'm already curious to see what you do 12 more months from now,
Yeah. And Joanna, thanks about the platform. PowerPoint, 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 PowerPoint. It's the easiest way to move photos around, to keep graphics together. And I was on Canva today, proudly on Canva. Anne would be proud of me for making I got 5,000 followers yesterday. I was 18 away when Nick Martin posted something on Saturday, and I mentioned that and got a flurry of connections, which was great. But I did not go to Canva for this. So it's PowerPoint. And I actually did a short blog post on LinkedIn. I wrote a LinkedIn article with the infographic portrait mode as well. I may post both of them to the Data Wizards group just to show the difference. But I did want to mention to you that it's also, even though I'm not very creative and I don't have the design sense that you have, Anne, I did feel like I was conveying things much, much better than I would have done a year ago. So it's been fun. Thanks.
Great job, Sue. Thank you for sharing this again.
Thanks. And thanks to everybody for your comments.
This is Penny. Just real quickly, I want to say that, Sue, I would challenge you this year to work on not saying you're not creative, because I think you are, and I think you're working on it, and that's fantastic. Love what you did with that, and love that simple solution of just bringing the boxes in and creating more white space, blue space around the boxes. That was so simple and fantastic. And then I also want to commiserate with you, and I think we all struggle with how many words, because you need enough words to communicate the message. I've gone the opposite. I've gone too few words, and then people are like, I don't know what this means. I don't understand. So I like that you found a good balance, but then you also, I think, mentioned the bit.ly where they could get more information if they wanted to. So I think that's a great way to strike that balance, is to provide more information somewhere else, just not on the graphic. So that's all. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Penny.